Mbetsa.
L'invention d'un drone taxi pour révolutionner le domaine du transport en Afrique. Un inventeur kenyan qui vient du Kenya, Maurice Mbetsa. Voilà le premier test effectué pour voir si le drone est capable de supporter son propre poids. Après cela, la prochaine étape est de mettre un passager à l'intérieur et voici le drone volera toujours. Cette invention date de 2018. Vous pouvez faire plus de recherches sur Maurice Mbetsa sur Google, sur LinkedIn et sur Facebook. Cette invention s'est déroulée en 2018.
But it's a piece of engineering which has complete like hardware and software part of it. And I also part of the team that we are working with. They are professional electronics engineers, aeronautics engineers, and software engineers.
Là, les ingénieurs étaient en train de vérifier les dernières modifications afin d'effectuer le vol.
So maybe you can walk us through like what is going on here. What parts are we looking at? I'm sure it was quite the venture, and without getting, of course, too technical. What are we looking at?
This it comprises of three major parts, which is now the propulsion system, which comprises of the motor and the propeller. So the propeller is made of carbon fiber. This is motor is made of aluminium and steel. So this is our own custom-made motors, as you can see. Brand.
C'est leur marque, sa marque qu'il a développée.
And before we arrived to this, we did a lot of simulations, a lot of tests, and finally we came with this design. Then second part, it's the motor speed controller, which we call it ESC, which is this part.
Là maintenant, il montre le contrôleur qui permet de contrôler la rotation des hélices.
So Uteo, people believe in Africa, people fly with, Uteo, Willis, Uteo.
Ça se réfère à l'hibou. Comme souvent dit en Afrique, l'hibou, c'est souvent les grands-mères ou bien des gens qui volent
This is
et qui utilisent l'hibou pour voler. Il a utilisé le nom Uteo, qui signifie hibou dans leur langue là-bas, pour désigner que leur machine aussi vole.
Powers the aircraft,
Mais ici,
and then we have the flight controller, and then also we have communication
system. C'est le contrôleur de l'interface qui montre les différentes données et le guidon qui est à gauche à côté là.
Makes all this work
pour contrôler les rotations.
So from the flight controller, the power now goes to the speed controllers, and it goes to the motor. So everything is being controlled by a software. When you're flying, actually, if you even put a glass of water, it's not supposed to spill, because everything we have like a set of sensors which manage everything, manage the speed of the motors, the RPM, and make sure that everything is balanced. Yeah.
And I know, without jumping the gun, I know that, like you said, the passengers are supposed to be on it, but you talked about a glass of water. So before, like, what were you using to test before?
So when we started, it was in stages. So the unga was successfully, then we were able to put the passenger. And then actually what you see here is it's a prototype. We still have a very long way to go, because you see all these wires, everything has to be covered neatly. At the end of everything, is supposed to be like a real vehicle with nice interior, nice seats, safety systems, belts, and also a parachute in case of anything. And then before even we go to the parachute, the final product will have three redundancy. The power supply is going to be we are going to have three power supply systems to the aircraft. In case one fails, another one will pick up automatically. The motors, as you see, these are 5. Finally, we use about 8. So if one fails, another one will be able to pick up. Also, the flight control system also will also use triple redundancy. In case one fails, another one picks up. And then now, what comes to us, we will introduce a ballistic parachute, whereby it will automatically eject and safely land the aircraft with the passenger.
So to get to this point in time, how long has it taken you, like, to get to where we are now, where you can sit a passenger there, or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4?
Okay, we started. I would say it's almost, I think, 9 months since we started. Yeah, it has been a long journey. When from where we started up to this point.
La vidéo
almost 9 months
montre
now.
le début.
And just for your personal
Il
journey,
fallait
because people are
d'abord
wondering,
essayer
where did you think about wakati watu wengine wanafikiria kuiba
pouvait supporter
wale
le
kwa
propre
government, wewe unafikiria
en vol avant de
kutengeneza
pouvoir
vitu.
mettre
So what is your story like? How did this all come
Maintenant,
together?
il explique à la suite que
I'm not new in the technology world or the technology field. I started electronics when I was very, very young, and all my life I've been using technology to solve problems. And I remember when I was in primary school, and there's a guy who broke into my locker and took my books. So I used technology. I created a device whereby if you touch my locker, you get electrocuted. So like I've been using technology. When I was in class 8. Yeah, we used to watch football. Football that time it was in KBC, but I didn't have money.
Idara ya Taifa, shout out to KBC.
I didn't have money that time, so they were I grew up in Coast, so we used to have these video cafes. So what I did, I created a small device. Now if I turn it on, nobody will be able to watch football to like distract the waves. So I took this device to one of the video cafes, and then I went to the other one. I told him, you see, people are walking out. I created a device. Now people are walking out of that, they're coming to your place. So if only you allow me to watch football for free and buy me batteries to be able to power that device, then we are good. So I've been using technology to like solve each and everything. So 2008, I had cleared.
I have neighbors, just for the record, so that you can go and think of technology. Niko na neighbors wanasumbua sana. Anyway, tutaongea.
Yeah. So 2008, when I had cleared high school, one of my friends was carjacked. So again, started thinking what now technology can be able to help me solve this issue. That's when I came up with the idea of creating a device whereby you can immobilize your vehicle from your phone. You can track wherever the vehicle was, and that's people now started to know about Maurice Mbetsa. Now this particular project. Actually, I've been passionate about flying for a very long time, and I've been really following up all the Africans that have attempted to make aircrafts. And I kept telling myself that the day that I will put my mind into this, I will actually be able to fly. But like I didn't take it seriously. So last year I was watching. I do a lot of research, new technologies, and then I saw some companies they want to create flying cars, and one of them was Uber. They want to introduce flying cars, but when I kept following on their plan, they never mentioned Africa. Yeah, most of them they will say they want to test in the US, and I think about 2 or 3 companies want to test this in Dubai. So I started thinking, why not Africa? So sisi tukae tuletea makombo, yeah, as if we can't think. So I said, no matter how complex it is, I'll take this challenge and prove them wrong. Yeah, because most of them, whenever they think of Africa, they think of poverty, they think of diseases, they think of corruption, but we are really more than that. So I started the project, and here we are. Yeah, and I thank God I got a lot of support from Nairobi County. The governor came through, because most of the people, if you tell them that I want to build a flying car, they'll tell you, man, you're mad. Yeah, in fact, there is a guy who sent me a message and told me that before you build a flying car, build first a normal car. Yeah, I told him no. I'm way above building. Yeah, I'll actually start with the
flying car.
So
have you did you go to school for this? Is it like you said, to see if it can fly on its own, carry its own weight, and then after that to see if we can board? And when I say we, I don't necessarily mean me, but somebody will board, and it will not be myself.
Que c'est une invention
kenyane. Somebody there boarding this flight up there. All right, here we go, ladies and gentle people.
Pour vérifier les constantes des batteries et du nombre de voltages
there it is.
Que les différents volants consomment afin de déterminer la durée du volant et la distance
ready.
Que ce drone peut parcourir.
As you can see there,
it
can fly very well on its own. Maurice Mbetsa there giving it direction.
Les câbles.
It is a flying taxi, ladies and gentlemen. Mambo Mufti, Mambo Shwari. Na kama mzazi angesema Mambo Mseki.
Dans la vidéo également, il explique puis après.
Now, can you imagine yourself on there as well?
Ils effectueront des modifications
Powerful
du
motors.
design, c'est-à-dire ils vont placer des sièges, les hélices des moteurs seront protégés afin que ça ne blesse pas les passagers. Ainsi qu'il y aura des
And it's coming in for landing.
et tout autre outil.
Asanteni sana mabibi na mabwana, asante sana, karibu kwenye jukwaa la Isinya. Ndege aina ya flying taxi imeweza kuland. Kwa safety yako tunaomba kwamba ubaki kama umeketi hadi mlango za grenade zimefunguliwa tayari. So what is your assessment of what happened?
Yeah, everything is okay. Yeah, everything.
C'est bon.
Everything
tu fais le test avec un vrai passager.
So what we do?
Pour le premier essai, c'est monsieur Maurice même qui montrera à bord.
There's a temperature.
Parce que c'est son idée.
We need to check the wires, see if
C'est lui qui a remis
any wire is heating up.
Les fils.
Yeah. And then after that, we have to check the temperature of the motor. So we have a tool and that helps us to be able to measure exact temperature of the motors. And then if everything is okay, we can be able to fly.
We can put human being.
Yeah.
If everything is okay, we can put the human being. So what about the control? Is that just a normal control for the?
Yes, but it's a profession. It's a professional controller. Yeah. Yeah. So we have a receiver here which communicates to this. And so as I had mentioned before, you can be able to use a normal remote. Actually, it's not. It's a professional for flying. Yeah. And then you can control it from inside, or you can use a computer, program your path, and be able to. Yeah. So this is what we use to check the temperatures, and then we record everything. So this will tell us if, let's say, a wire is thin, we need to change the wires, or the motor is overheating. Yeah. And then so we record everything, analyze, and then move forward. Yeah.
So it is quite the elaborate process there, as they are checking it out. And that's what's going to continue to inform our discourse. Very interesting times we're living in. For the very first time, we shall be able to witness a flying taxi. So there you go. Mabibi na mabwana, karibuni kwenye flying taxi inayopepea juu na destination tutaamua baadaye. So there it is. Doing good so far. All right, well, here we go. Sorry about that. As you can see behind me, it is a fly. That's right. It's time, he says. To see how everything goes.
So this is 93 volts. And then so you have to measure back the voltage so that you know what amount of voltage you have used and the current available voltage. So it has dropped from 98 volts to 93 volts. So we have consumed 5 volts. Every flight, every test, you have to confirm the voltage for you to be sure about the batteries. Yeah.
But with this, it's still okay though.
It's still okay. It's supposed to drop down to 60 volts, but we are 33 more volts ahead. Yeah.
All right. So we're still within the limit. So we're going to see where Mbetsa is going to take us next to see what's going to happen. Probably he's arranging to see kama enda atakuwa hapo boarding. If not, Mike who is the cameraman, has also volunteered his skills. However, Mike has now nominated Maurice. Here we go.
Pour le premier essai.
He's sitting on the equipment. On the equipment.
L'histoire est en train d'être écrite.
All right, let's.
De l'autre côté, au niveau, c'est la commande de direction à distance qui se trouve dans les mains.
Maurice, how are you feeling?
En appui orange là. Là, monsieur Boris dit qu'il est prêt pour l'essai.
Just whatever works for you.
Il y a également un contrôle et un poignet de contrôle manuel au niveau du dispositif.
So how far am I supposed to be? Just slightly.
Et voilà.
Where am I supposed to be?
From this side.
On this side, all right. So here we are. Boris and the team are ready. We're about to see it. Turudi na nyuma kidogo. Like I said, initially this was supposed to be a flight that was going to be taken by Mike. Here's Maurice now, ladies and gents. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Maurice has done it. Maurice is off the ground, ladies and gentlemen.
Abonnez-vous à la chaîne Inventions africaine.
Oh, there you go.
Je présenterai beaucoup plus de contenu comme ceci.
Success.
Dans les prochaines vidéos. Abonnez-vous pour ne rien rater.
Yeah. It's all good. Here comes, so if Maurice can actually fit in there and come through this side.
It's experience like no other, yeah? And
it's like being on a lift but without a building.
No, it's not even a lift. It's like you having wings. Yeah. It's very, very nice. I wish, guys, you should come and try.
Guys, you should come and try, Sheshi. We shall see. So what does it look like right now?
Okay, so we are again checking the temperatures, and the temperatures look fine. Everything is fine. So far so good. Yeah.
So you see now the voltage was 93 earlier, but now you see it's 92. We have just only consumed 1 volt with this weight on top, and it's around 50 something kgs.
That's what I was going to ask. So you're 50 something kgs.
52.
52. All right, 52 1 volt. That's good. That's
98.5 efficiency this time. Very good.
Yeah.
So things are looking good. So Maurice, what do you intend to achieve, like with all this?
Okay, so as I said, it's several things. One, I want to prove people wrong that in Africa we have brains. In Africa, it's not about wars, it's not about diseases, it's not about corruption. We also have brains that can be able to take our country to the next level. And another thing